Did you know that 73% of Americans who join exclusive residential communities report feeling pressured to conform to unwritten social rules? But at Great Falls Estates, conformity isn't just encouraged. It's mandated by a secretive group of A-list celebrities who've created what former residents describe as the most glamorous prison in America. Welcome to the community where your neighbor might be a Hollywood star, but only if you follow their rules. Celebrity culture has always fascinated us. The glamour, the wealth, the seemingly perfect lives. But what happens when celebrity worship evolves beyond admiration into something more controlling? Throughout history, charismatic figures have gathered devoted followers, creating communities built around shared beliefs and practices. Great Falls Estates, nestled in the rolling hills just outside of Los Angeles, appears at first glance to be just another exclusive enclave for the wealthy. But beneath its manicured lawns and Mediterranean-inspired architecture lies something far more complex. A carefully structured community governed by what many have come to call the Starlight Circle. A core group of entertainment industry elites who've transformed a residential development into what some former residents describe as a full-blown celebrity cult. Today we're diving deep into the strange world of Great Falls Estates, exploring how it began, who controls it, and why some people are willing to surrender their autonomy for the chance to live among the stars. The controversy surrounding Great Falls Estates first erupted in 2018, when former resident and tech entrepreneur Melissa Chen published a viral Medium article titled "My 3 Years in Hollywood's Secret Commune." Chen described a community where residents surrendered increasing amounts of privacy and independence in exchange for proximity to fame and promised connections. Local authorities have investigated claims ranging from financial impropriety to psychological manipulation, but concrete evidence has been difficult to obtain. The community's strict non-disclosure agreements and sophisticated legal team have kept most details shrouded in secrecy. For the surrounding community in Los Angeles County, Great Falls Estates represents both economic opportunity and social disruption. While the estate brings significant tax revenue and employment, locals report increasing restrictions on roads and public spaces near the compound. Environmental groups have raised concerns about water usage and land development practices that seem to bypass normal regulatory channels through what they claim are the celebrities' political connections. But the most troubling questions concern the residents themselves. What draws successful, seemingly rational people into a living situation that controls aspects of their daily lives, ranging from diet to relationships? And what happens to those who try to leave? To understand Great Falls Estates, we need to go back to its origins in 2009. What began as a luxury development project spearheaded by real estate mogul Richard Westfield took a dramatic turn when a consortium of celebrities, whose names we now know include 3 Academy Award winners and several music industry power players, purchased the entire development. According to property records and interviews with early contractors, the celebrities immediately implemented dramatic changes to the original plans, adding unusual features like underground connecting tunnels between certain homes, a central meditation dome, and what former landscaper Thomas Rivera described as ritual spaces hidden within the community's extensive gardens. The community's structure revolves around what insiders call the 7 tiers. New residents begin at the outer rings of the community in what's known as the ascending path, luxurious homes, but notably smaller than those in the inner circles. As residents demonstrate their commitment through financial contributions and participation in the community's activities, they may be invited to move closer to the central compound known as the nexus, where the founding celebrities reside. Each tier comes with its own set of rules and expectations. Former resident Jordan Mills, who agreed to speak with us, explained the progression. At first, it seems reasonable: attend some charity events, participate in wellness programs. But by the third tier, they're dictating what you can eat, who you can date, even what colors you can wear on certain days. And you comply because moving up means access to these incredible industry opportunities that never quite materialize as promised. The central ideology of Great Falls Estates blends celebrity worship with elements of various spiritual practices, creating what religious scholars identify as a syncretic belief system. Dr. Elaine Harper, who studies new religious movements at UCLA, explains, "What makes Great Falls unique is how it incorporates Hollywood's existing power structures into spiritual practice. Success in entertainment becomes equated with spiritual enlightenment, creating a framework where fame is literally deified." The turning point for Great Falls Estates came during what former residents call the Ascension Summer of 2016. According to multiple sources, the founding celebrities gathered all residents for a 3-day event that would permanently alter the community's trajectory. During this secretive gathering, residents were reportedly asked to make significant new commitments, including signing over investment authority for at least 30% of their assets to the community's financial trust and agreeing to a controversial compatibility matching system for romantic relationships. What makes this event particularly significant was the mass exodus that followed. Nearly 40% of residents chose to leave rather than accept the new conditions. Those who remained were required to participate in a ceremony that former resident Chen described as part corporate team-building exercise, part religious ritual involving vows of loyalty and the adoption of new star names to be used within the community. Perhaps most bizarrely, this was when the community implemented its now infamous stellar alignment housing policy. Residences were reassigned based on what the leadership called energetic compatibility, with home features and locations determined by residents' astrological charts and their vibrational resonance with the founding celebrities. Former resident Rebecca Winters, who left after this event, shared surveillance footage showing the late-night moving process, with teams relocating personal belongings while residents participated in a 16-hour alignment ceremony in the Central Dome. "I returned to find my things in a completely different house across the community," Winters recalled. "When I objected, I was told my earth energy was disrupting the community's harmony and that the move was for my own growth." Great Falls Estates represents an extreme example of how celebrity influence can evolve into something more controlling. What began as an exclusive community has transformed into a hierarchical system that bears the hallmarks of what experts define as a cultish organization: charismatic leadership, escalating demands for commitment, isolation from outside influences, and financial entanglement. Yet it would be simplistic to dismiss the residents as merely naive victims. Many are themselves successful, educated professionals who made conscious choices to join and remain in the community. Their participation speaks to deeper questions about our cultural obsession with celebrity and the human desire for belonging and meaning. As investigative journalist Sarah Martinez, who spent 6 months researching Great Falls, observed, "In a way, Great Falls Estates just makes explicit the implicit bargains many make in Hollywood every day. sacrificing autonomy for access, compromising personal boundaries for professional advancement. The difference is that at Great Falls, these dynamics expand beyond career into every aspect of life. The community continues to operate today, more secretive than ever after the media attention of recent years. New construction suggests expansion rather than decline, indicating that despite the controversies, the allure of this celebrity enclave remains powerful for those seeking entrance to its gilded, if restrictive, world. What do you think drives people to join communities like Great Falls Estates? Is it the promise of status, the search for meaning, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our investigations into the world's most unusual communities and phenomena. Until next time, question everything, especially when it glitters.